Welcome to Hockey Wiz Talks podcast. In this podcast, I'll be talking about impact rookies in the NHL. In this podcast, I'll be talking about impact rookies in the NHL to watch for during the 24-25 season. Best of the crop. This year's rookie class has the potential to be special, especially with the three names headlining the rookie class: Macklin Celebrini, Matvei Michkov, and Logan Stankoven. Any list of projected top rookies in the league must include Macklin Celebrini, the number 1 overall pick by the San Jose Sharks in the 2024 draft. Fresh off his lone season at Boston University, in which he became the youngest player in history to win the Hobey Baker Award as the top player in college hockey. Celebrini had 32 goals and 64 points for the Terriers last year. He also dominated for Canada at the World Juniors with 8 points in 5 games and was the consensus top player throughout the draft process. Celebrini drives play at an elite level and has no weaknesses in his game. While he may not be a true superstar like Connor McDavid or Nathan MacKinnon, he is the clear top dog in this year's freshman class. Although the Sharks are not expected to be good this year, Celebrini is the number 1 center and will be playing on the first power play unit as well, so he will definitely get some good production this year. Matvei Michkov, Philadelphia Flyers. Matvei Michkov fell to the Philadelphia Flyers at number 7 in the 2023 draft amid concerns it would take a few years to get him out of the KHL. Fast forward exactly 1 year later, he's signed to an entry-level contract and is set to arrive in Philadelphia this fall. In terms of individual talent, Michkov is probably one of the most gifted prospects in the game. He brings a dynamic element to the Flyers lineup that no one else in their system has, or even on their NHL roster has. Michkov will be playing on Philly's first line and first power play unit straight away, and he could be a solution to Philly's awful power play the last couple seasons. While some question how he may fit under head coach John Tortorella, Michkov's talent and goal-scoring ability is impossible to overlook. Logan Stankoven, Dallas Stars. The Stars were hesitant to promote Stankoven last year, not giving him a full-time role until mid-February, but once he did, the team was better off, as Stankoven racked up 14 points in 24 games late in the season, and then added 8 points in 19 playoff appearances. An undersized offensive wizard, Stankoven is the type of player that is always around the puck making plays. It may not seem like he's making much of an impact, but then you look up and he has 3 points. Dallas is already one of the best teams in the NHL, and the addition of Stankoven on a full-time basis this upcoming season makes the rich get richer. The line of Jamie Benn, Wyatt Johnston, and Logan Stankoven was arguably Dallas's best line in the postseason this past summer, and if they keep this line together, I expect a great rookie year from Stankoven. And now a word from our sponsor. Check out my scouting blog at hockeywiz777scouting.com. Listen to my scouting blog podcast on podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/hockeywiz777scouting. The Americans are coming. The USDP has produced many talented stars the last few years, including a few young stars such as the Hughes brothers, Cole Caulfield, and many others. More USDP products are on the way this season, including Will Smith of the San Jose Sharks, Cutter Gauthier of the Anaheim Ducks, and Lane Hudson of the Montreal Canadiens. Will Smith is the second best prospect in the San Jose system, which is crazy considering he is ranked as one of the top 5 prospects overall in hockey. The 2023 4th overall pick, Smith was a one and done at Boston College after a freshman year in which he posted 25 goals and 71 points in 41 games. Smith makes the game look shockingly easy at times. His hockey sense in all 3 zones is exceptional. He may get overshadowed a bit by the presence of Celebrini, but he's also in line to make a significant impact in his first NHL campaign this upcoming fall. Starting off the season, Smith will be on the second line with William Eklund, another high draft pick, and Mikael Granlund, which is a talented offensive line. Cutter Gauthier. The hockey world was shocked when Gauthier, the 5th overall pick in 2022, was dealt from Philadelphia to Anaheim in April in a return for a package that included defenseman Jamie Drysdale. Then we found out that Gauthier told the Flyers that he didn't want to play for the team, and the move made more sense. This is still an awful tough break for Philly, considering Gauthier established himself as an elite prospect a season ago after leading the NCAA in scoring with 38 goals in 41 games for Boston College. He also led the World Juniors in assists with a dozen in just 7 games. Gauthier made his NHL debut in the season finale for Anaheim last season and should have a full-time role with the club in 24-25. Cutter Gauthier will be a big part of Anaheim Ducks team this year. Cutter Gauthier will be a big part of the Anaheim Ducks team this season, playing in their top 6, whether it's alongside Leo Carlsson or Trevor Zegras. Lane Hutson. Montreal signed Hutson away from Boston University following his sophomore season and inserted him right into their lineup late in last year. It was the only reasonable move after Hutson, a defenseman who tallied 30 goals and 97 points in 77 games over the course of 2 collegiate seasons. An undersized dynamo with Adam Fox-level hockey sense, Lane Hutson is a tough projection because there are so few players in the NHL with his skill set. That said, his long-term ceiling is massive if he can figure it all out. He should start the year on Montreal's second power play unit with the potential for more as the season goes on. Hudson's rookie year will be a transitional one and will be full of ups and downs. He will show his offensive upside, but at the same time, his small stature may be something that prevents him from being a top 4 defenseman this season. Check out my hockey blog at hockeywiztalkshockey.blogspot.com. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at hockeywiz777. Goalies. It is rare for rookie goalies to step right in and contribute right away for their teams, but there may be 2 goalies that have the chance to do that this season. Dustin Wolf and Yaroslav Askarov. Dustin Wolf, Calgary Flames. Entering last season as back-to-back reigning AHL goaltender of the year, Dustin Wolf got an extended run with the Flames late in last year, posting a 7-7-1 record, 3.16 GAA, and .893 save percentage. But Calgary was pretty much tanking at that point in the season. Wolf has his detractors because at 6 foot, 175 pounds, he would be about the smallest starting goaltender in the league if he makes it. But he deserves a real shot considering how great he's been in the AHL level. I expect Wolf to beat out Dan Vladar for playing time in Calgary this year. Calgary is in for a rough year, with a mediocre team in front of Wolf and Vladar, but the main objective for the season is to develop Wolf so he can become a starting caliber goalie in the NHL. Yaroslav Askarov. Yaroslav Askarov has officially demanded a trade from the Nashville Predators, stating he would not report to the AHL affiliate of Nashville if assigned there. This was expected after Nashville signed UC Saros to an 8-year extension and inked Scott Wedgwood to be the backup. Askarov will be in high demand because there are many teams that could use a future star goalie, but Nashville already stated they are not going to be parting with him for nothing. The question now is how long Askarov has to wait to be traded to a new team. The best case scenario for Askarov is to get traded to a team in the league's basement, so he can get more playing time and can develop as a starting goalie in the league. There are several other rookies to watch for this season, including Bradley Nadal of the Carolina Hurricanes, Brendan Othmann of the New York Rangers, and Brad Lambert of the Winnipeg Jets. These rookies may fall under the radar, but could be solid contributors on playoff teams. Bradley Nadal will get the chance to play on the second line of the Carolina Hurricanes alongside Martin Necas and either Jesperi Kotkaniemi or Jack Drury. He will also be playing on Carolina's second power play unit. Nadal will get all the opportunity to showcase that he is a top 6 caliber player for Carolina. Brendan Othmann. Brendan Othmann is not a lock to make the Rangers squad yet, but there is certainly an opening for him in the lineup if he plays well during the preseason and if the Rangers want to move on from one of their existing right wingers. Brad Lambert. Brad Lambert had an excellent year in the AHL last season and could be the team's number 2 center if the Jets think that he can outperform Vladislav Nemesnikov in that role. Listen to Hockey Wiz Talks podcast on Podbean and Spotify. Check out my travel channel at youtube.com/@HockeyWizTravels. It's going to be very interesting to see how this year's crop of rookies do, especially because it seems like rookies are making the adjustment to the league faster and faster. In my next podcast, I'll be doing a player ranking of the top 50 centers in the league.